Pirate isn't too overpowered like she was at launch, but people still don't like her in For Honor to this day. Pirate recently did get a nerf in this new season, and players, they were kind of happy. But the question is, why do players in For Honor still hate her to this day? Even after she did get nerfed, there are still people who complain about her. Well, let's just say that everyone really hates some parts of her moveset that make her scummy and somewhat toxic to most players in For Honor. And not gonna lie, like I honestly don't understand like why some people will get angry about her even after she got nerfed and whatnot. Could it be the recovery cancels? Could it be just her moves, like people just don't like her moveset? Or just overall they didn't like her at launch? Like, who knows, honestly. But you know what? It could be the community, we just don't know. So guys, sit back and relax and grab yourself a snack, as today we're going to discuss on why everyone still hates Pirate in For Honor. Pirate at launch was a very easy and broken hero at launch. Pirate first launched on January 27th, 2022, when I was making so many guides at the time. She was the first Outlander to arrive in Heatmore and be the very first Outlander faction member, but once Pirate launched and everyone played her, players started knowing that Pirate was very easy to use and just dominated everything from duels to Dominion. Her damage was serious at that time. Her pressure felt endless and tiresome to deal with, and the recovery cancels. Oh buddy, everyone hated those recovery cancels so much. I mean, people kinda still to this day don't like recovery cancels with her, but everyone really hated dealing with those recovery cancels at that time. And her feats were very strong back when she was first launched. I mean, her feats are not too bad still, but they were incredibly broken to deal with. Well, they are still very crazy to deal with now, but they're still doable to handle anytime you face a pirate who has their tier 1 feats. When a hero is launched and is overpowered, it can create problems down the road. I'm looking at you, Jaren. And it did create problems, but Pirate would get nerfed, and it was a lot of nerfs. But the reputation of her release still is with her to this day. Mainly the anger and hatred of the hero amongst For Honor players is still there. Bruh. And Pirate and Jaren would be best friends, as they were both overpowered when they launched, and they got people hating them. I mean, who doesn't enjoy overpowered heroes at launch? Like, come on now. Pirate earned a bad reputation that kind of ruined them as a very overpowered and annoying hero for most players in For Honor. Now, before I go into Pirate's pistol, as this video is being made, I know that Pirate was nerfed and her pistol blast and cancel recoveries too. I will talk about the nerfs in another video about the patch notes very soon, because I have my own thoughts and my own rants. I want to talk about that soon, so stay tuned for that, y'all. But let's get right into this. Everyone in For Honor hated the pistol and gun that Pirate had. Yes, it is very unique to her as a hero. However, the pistol blast and cancel recoveries made Pirate very safe to play with in Dominion or in duels. You could just dodge after using the pistol blast, right or left or front forward. You could just do it with Pirate and just chain it after going for the pistol blast, so on. Now, Pirate can no longer cancel recovery into a dodge after the Cavalier Dance and pistol blast. This is good in my opinion, and it will make it to where she isn't too safe to use it For Honor. So this is kind of good nerf for Pirate, because she was very safe with those recoveries. I know I'm getting off track a little bit, but before this nerf, with the new season, her pistol blast and cancel recoveries with the pistol blast really made people hate her a lot. And you also have some players who hate that she has a pistol, while other heroes in the game have swords, which makes it unfair and gives Parry this filthy casual meme just a little more meaning in my opinion, but is a meme, okay bruh. The pistol made more problems for Pirate's reputation and just caused Pirate to be hated even more by the community because of the gameplay with the pistol blast and pretty much realism with swords and so on. I guess, I don't know, a lot of people just thought it was just a bit weird with that. I don't know, man. Players are also annoyed with Pirate's feats. Pirate's feats are sometimes fun when you are using them, but dealing with Pirate's tier 1 feats is not cool at all, my man. I don't have a big problem with the feats, but the community definitely doesn't like parts of Pirate's feats. I think it's mainly Pirate's 3rd tier 1 feat, where the Pirate shoots at the enemy and deals like 30 damage and bleed damage for about 30 seconds. It's a good feat for Pirate, as you can ricochet off of another person and deal damage to others within the vicinity and range of that attack. Pirate also has her first tier 1 feat, where she basically uses the pistol to shoot at an enemy and basically gives them a defense debuff. It's not bad to use, but can be annoying for others who get hit by it, as they will get a debuff and it will do more damage to them. My favorite feat is Pirate's 4th tier 1 feat, as she can just shoot out a cannonball, which is just hilarious, and it deals damage to enemies but also knocks them down to the ground. It's funny as heck that she could just pull out a huge cannon and just shoot it right at the enemy and deal some damage and knock players down like it's nothing. It is very funny. Like, just imagine you're in an anti-gank scenario, it's a 4v1, you pull out the cannon, and then you just blast it and deals damage, and you're able to knock down enemies, and continue the fight, and so on, man. That's just hilarious. But the feat itself is also pretty redundant too, sometimes. I won't talk about Pirate's 2nd tier 1 feat, as it's just pocket shot. It just deals some damage, that's all it is. It just deals AoE damage. I mean, people can just dodge the attack very easily since it has a charge up before it does explode and deals this damage, but it can be useful for the minion lane sometimes, but for other players, they can dodge it with ease. Pirate's feats are very annoying. Many players still complain about her feats. Some say they are not realistic. Others just really don't enjoy the damage of some of the feats. And I don't blame most of the people when it comes to the feats, because they can be pretty annoying to deal with too. It's just, well, realism and everything, man, I don't know about that, so I won't go too far into that, but I know that the feats can also be a main factor on why some players in For Honor just still hate her. The constant mix-up pressure that Pirate has is very annoying. There are times when you won't be able to react to a Pirate sometimes. I've had times where I couldn't even deal with the pressure from Pirate's mix-ups and damage that she does, and sometimes you have to think and make the right read all the time when facing very aggressive Pirates. It can be very stressful to deal with Pirate's mix-ups every other second and forced reactions that you have to make reads. It is tiresome, but it can be dealt with. The community complains about Pirate's mix-ups as they are hard to deal with sometimes with the aggressive pressure. Sometimes aggressive pressure, they can deal with it, sometimes they won't. It's really depends on the person. Pirate in teamfights can also be hard to deal with sometimes. Right now, you can deal with Pirate now since she isn't too safe like she was before, but she can somewhat be okay to use in teamfights. She did get a nerf, but she still is strong to use. Pirate in teamfights with the Feats is honestly really good, as you can use the Feats to deal damage and lock down enemies, and deal bleed damage to control points and anti-gank sometimes. And when I mean bleed damage from the 3rd feat, where it just ricochets and everything to control points and whatnot, or control the enemy, and maybe get them off the points, so that way they don't get killed. So yeah. I would say Pirate is great for confirming ganks sometimes, and setting up anti-ganks as she can. It's not that bad, but yeah, some people don't like to face Pirate in teamfights too because of map control, dodges, and feats, so yeah, many players just don't like her in teamfights. Now, does Pirate still deserve hate in my opinion? I don't think she really deserves hate now, because she did get a nerf that takes away her safety from those cancels, because the dodge cancels with the pistol blast and cavalier dance. But then again, I can understand players' frustration with Pirate. Many players really did not like her at launch and will still continue to hate her to this day. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just give you guys my final thoughts about Pirate. So Pirate is another hero who got hated because of how she was at launch in For Honor, from her cancelled recoveries and her damage being very good when she was launched, and the same with the feats that helped her a lot too. She is a hero who can be very tiresome for many players. I think it's the fact that players really did not like her at launch that they would just not move on from her launch and everything. Her launch, I guess, was just so annoying and just so bad that people really just did not like how she was overpowered. So her and Jiren are very much best friends. Even today, some parts of the community would not like her still to this day. Right now, with the new season, I think Pirate is in an okay spot for right now, that is, since she got nerfed. And that helps her to where she isn't too safe now for some Pirate mains. It's an F in the chat for some of y'all. But for some players who don't play Pirate, it's a sigh of relief for them since they don't have to deal with the safety that Pirate has. The reason that many players still hate Pirate is a combination of her launch and the recoveries and damage that she had. She will be hated by many in the community because of those reasons. From her launch, her being very overpowered, her cancel recoveries, and the safety behind them that's pretty much why she will continue to be very hated in For Honor. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments what you think about the Pirate in For Honor. Make sure to subscribe to help us get to 18,000 subscribers and join the Raptor community, and also leave a like. And remember to use them high points too. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments again. I am TheGamingRaptor, and I will see you guys in the next video. Alrighty guys, peace out.